How do you build thought leadership through content marketing in SaaS? It's a great question because most SaaS companies create content, but very few actually become thought leaders. They publish blog posts, they create LinkedIn content, they talk about product updates, they chase trends, they talk about AI, they talk about whatever everyone else is talking about. And then they wonder why their content isn't generating trust, authority, or especially customers. And in the end, no one considers them a thought leader. Well, the problem is simple. They're just creating the wrong content. If your goal is to establish thought leadership, then there's a very specific path to get there. Now, we'll need to take a few steps back and look at the big picture first. So first, we're going to be talking about expertise. Not all expertise is created equal. Then we're going to tie in the personal branding pieces that everyone misses. And by the end of this episode, you'll know exactly what to do, not only to build your thought leadership for your SaaS company, but to become the #1 thought leader in your industry. Expertise has 3 levels. As a SaaS company, you're likely a level 3 expert. Now, I'll paint a quick picture so you understand the value that you have. Level 1 is knowledge. You've studied the topic, you understand the theory, you can talk the talk. Level 2 is application. You've actually gone out and used the knowledge, you've tested it, you've succeeded with it, you've learned the lessons that can only come through experience. So in your case, you've made tools that have gotten you results. Well, level 3 is where things get interesting. Level 3 means that you've helped somebody else achieve success. You've helped someone go from point A to point B. So not just yourself to achieve success, you've helped them solve a problem. You've helped them achieve an outcome. So thought leadership cannot happen until you're a level 3 expert. And since you have a SaaS product that gets results for people, you're in a very good position to obtain the status of a thought leader. And you'll get the massive lead generation that follows thought leadership. Okay, so keep all this in mind as I paint another picture around personal branding. There are 3 parts of personal branding, and all 3 are critical to become a thought leader. So if you're missing one of the 3, you cannot become a thought leader. So the first is your thought leader image. This is your website, your logo, your branding colors and style guide. It's your headshot photography, right? This is all part of your thought leader image. Now, image alone, it does not make you a thought leader. In fact, there's a lot of people who spend a fortune on branding, photography, and design, hoping that it will turn them into a thought leader, but it won't. Now, that doesn't mean that your image is not important. Just think about it this way. When someone visits your website, they're going to judge a book by its cover, right? Do they immediately feel confident or confusion? Confusion is expensive. You can have incredible expertise, you can have a software product that gets amazing results, but if people don't have clarity in what they're seeing, they'll hesitate. Now, you don't need the most expensive website or the fanciest branding or a logo that takes 6 months to design, but I am saying that you need to look the part. You need to look like a company that can actually help people get results. So your image matters not because image creates thought leadership, but because you don't want to sabotage yourself by neglecting it. A thought leader has all 3 pieces: a strong image, clear messaging, and strong positioning. Okay, so if any one of those things is missing, it becomes harder to build trust. So let's talk about the second one, thought leader messaging. This is where many SaaS companies get stuck. They know what their software does, so they're good at showing off all the features and what your software can do, but they don't clearly explain who it is specifically for, or they don't spend any time explaining the problems that the software solves or the solutions it provides. They focus so much more on the features than the outcome. And when someone visits your website for the first time, will they instantly know that your software is a perfect fit for them, and will it give them a clear vision of the results that they'll get by subscribing? If you want to be a thought leader, perfect your messaging. Okay, so that brings us to the third part of personal branding, thought leader positioning. SaaS companies have a huge advantage here. Now, when I say positioning, I'm talking about where you're found. Other people will use it about your image, like how you're positioned, how you look. I define positioning as where you're found. Can your ideal customers find you when they need help? Can they find you when they're searching for answers online? Can they find you when they're researching solutions? Most SaaS companies create content about themselves. It's about their software, their features, their updates, their company. And they think they're being noble when they talk about their vision and their mission. But your dream clients don't wake up thinking about your software or about your company. They wake up thinking about their own problems. They're searching for answers. They're searching for a solution. So here's the missing piece. Once you know exactly who you're wanting to attract, focus 100% of your content to answer the questions that they are actually asking when they go to Google, YouTube, or ChatGPT. If someone is the perfect fit for your software, what are they struggling with? What obstacles are they facing? And what words are they using when they search online? Not your jargon, not your acronyms. So this becomes your content strategy, not trends, not trying to entertain or go viral, not what happens to be popular this week. The fastest path to thought leadership is becoming the best source of answers for the people who need your software. The best SaaS companies don't just provide software, they help people achieve an outcome. So as a level 3 expert, you can frame everything around them and their success, not about you and your features. When your focus is on helping them, they trust you. And when the time comes to choose a solution, then you're the obvious choice. So my hope is that I was able to paint a picture clearly of why building thought leadership through content marketing works so extremely well in software as a service. While everyone else is following the trends and trying desperately to go viral, you'll be ranking above them all. If you'd like to see examples of this, I invite you to attend my next live webinar. I do them once per week, and I show you a lot of examples of businesses who had no thought leader positioning. I'll show you the steps that we took that turn them into the top ranking thought leader in their space. Go to theleafstrategy.com. I'll see you there.